Hello, my friend. Is there a book in you that's been screaming to come out? Have you been saying for a long time, I want to write a book, but I don't know exactly where to start? You might be saying, if I only knew where to go, what to do, and how to get this book started, I would get this book written because so many of my friends have told me I need to write a book. Well, guess what? You've been fumbling around the internet. You've been crawling in and out of these dugouts, these social media clubhouses. You are at the right place. Listen to the right guy who's going to help you get the book done. All right. So you got a story in you and you want to get it out. And can you imagine people waiting for your signature? Can you imagine people saying, I got your book, I got your book, and it changed my life? Can you imagine someone in tears standing, waiting for your autograph? I'm going to help you get that done. Okay, so let's get started. Share your story, how to self-publish your book in 30 days or less. I'm Dr. Fred Jones, the book coach. I help you write your story, build your brand, and grow your business. I do that through a program called Bestseller Overnight, bestsellerovernight.com. Okay, so normally I would have some music, but we're not going to be playing music on here because YouTube will get us if we play the wrong music. You follow me? Do you know who these two ladies are? These two ladies right here. That's Patsy and Nancy Hill. They're the two ladies who wrote the Happy Birthday song. It's so important for you to get your stuff in writing. You know that guy right there is Elvis, and you know Big Mama Thornton? She's the lady who wrote You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, the original version, okay? And guess what? You know who got the credit for it, right? Okay, who wrote the song I Will Always Love You? Dolly Parton wrote it to Porter Wagner. And who sung it? Whitney, but who kept the copyright? So why am I showing you all these people? There's Whitney right there. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Chuck Berry and the Beatles. Okay, you know what happened there. Okay, Chuck wrote it. The Beatles performed it. Chuck had to sue to get his money back after they had performed his song many times. Okay, so you can tell me in the comment box where you dialing in from. What state in the United States are you from? Just give me the state, what state you're in. Put that in the comment box and I will respond. Okay, folks, it's so important. It's so important, my friend, for you to control your copyright, control your intellectual property. And you do that through writing and publishing a book. How to share your story, how to self-publish your book in 30 days or less, 30 days or less, okay? Now, in this masterclass, I'm going to be sharing with you actionable self-publishing tips, real bestseller stories, things that I've done since 2015, where I've helped over 100% of my clients become best-selling authors. I just got one question. Are you going to be next? So what I want you to do is turn off all distractions. Focus your full attention. This is your time to believe and feel that your book dreams are worth it. Okay, so in the comment box below, and if you comment in the comment box, I will respond. No automation, my administration, my team members won't respond. I will be responding to you. So why are you interested in writing a book? Is it that you want to just share your story? Is it that you want to build a brand or a platform? Is it that you want to grow a business with leads and clients and more customers? Or is it that you want to leave a legacy? Or is it all of the above? So tell me, why is it that you want to publish a book? Go ahead and put it in the comment box. I'll see it. Okay, now, what is your story about? Is it about forgiveness or healing from an abusive relationship? Maybe your story is about family or family relationships, friendships, faith and faith community relationships. Another way of saying church hurt. You heard me. You know what I'm talking about. Is it about fame, inspiration, motivation, or empowerment? Maybe it's a success story. Maybe you want to write a book about money and money management or business success. Or if it's something else, put it in the chat box. Put in the chat box, my book is about, okay? And that'll help us get started. Now, here's what you're going to learn in this training. So sit tight, grab a pencil and piece of paper, and you can slow the video down, speed the video back up. You can do all those kind of good things. All right. But you're going to learn the easiest and fastest way to write and publish a book. You're going to learn why self-publishing a book is more powerful than traditionally publishing a book. You're going to learn self-publishing, marketing, mastery for authors, how to sell your story before you tell your story, how to give yourself a book advance. That's a self-publishing book advance with my publish and reverse system. How about costly mistakes first-time authors make and how to avoid them? Now, later on, as I go through the presentation, I'm going to be giving you details about my #1 program called Bestseller Overnight. You can learn all about it at bestsellerovernight.com, bestsellerovernight.com, where you can get the support, the coaching, and strategies you need to become an Amazon bestselling author, 100% guaranteed. You say, can you guarantee me? I have done it for years, my friend. I can guarantee you. Now, this is your time and season to share your story. The world needs to hear what you have to say. So when you write your worth and publish your worth with the right system, you'll be rewarded with the prestige of a bestseller title, impact people worldwide, make a difference, and grow your bank account with additional income streams. It's time to give yourself permission to dream big. Now, big is an acrostic for built in God, believe in God, brand in God, book in God. You see, everything ought to be big, big, big. Okay, write it down. But first, let me share with you a few facts about me. Why should you listen to me? I'm a former United States Supreme Court attorney. Actually, I'm still a United States Supreme Court attorney. I just don't practice. I practice law in estate planning, business law, and intellectual property law. Okay. I'm a former business law and ethics professor, taught business law and ethics at Kennesaw State University, right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, for a lot of years. And I retired from Louisiana College in Pineville, Louisiana. And my heart is to mentor and educate students and to teach intellectual property. And that's why I'm on here doing this training for you today, right now, so that you can understand and see the value and the power of your intellectual property. Now, my friend, I'm published traditionally, and I'm also published self-published. This is a book that I published traditionally. They use this book at Kennesaw State University. Business Acumen 2, using personal leadership, making business decisions. There's no right way to do the wrong thing. That right there is a mentoring book, a book that I wrote, that I'm a part of writing, that was published at Kennesaw State University. Okay, I traditionally published this book, Business Law and Ethics, Developing Analytical and Critical Thinking Skills. Powerful book that I have published there. And these are books that I have self-published. That's my dad, my mom, my teacher, my uncle, and a friend of mine who's a judge. All of these books were published and went to #1 on Amazon's list. I'm a book coach, speaker. I host public events and programs. This is an event that I held down in New Orleans, and these are events that I held in Atlanta, Georgia. In 2017, my business was nominated for the Small Business of the Year award. 100% of my publishing clients have become Amazon best-selling authors in more than 300 different categories. This is a small list of them here. We weren't able to put them all there. I've been featured on television multiple times, many times on television. A little bit about my family. Over to the far left here, you'll see my wife and I, we got married and some years ago. I ain't been that long ago. Actually, we got married in 2020 in the pandemic. Okay, and those are our daughters with the white lace around them. Their collars there. They're judges, and that's our son Freddie, and then that's our son on the other end, Jonathan, and then that's Charles and Barbara. These are our grandchildren in white, and these are my siblings in the second image, and that's Loretta and I down at the bottom. Over to the far right, that's all my siblings at Martha's Vineyard. I'm passionate about family for more than 14 years now. My family have prayed together on Saturday mornings. We have a Saturday morning family prayer call, and every Saturday morning we have anywhere from 25 to 35 family members on a prayer call every Saturday morning. That's been going on now for more than 14 years. Okay, so it's time to begin today's training. Let's begin. #1, self-publishing versus traditional publishing. Let's talk about it. What is the difference between self-publishing and traditional publishing? When you self-publish, you control your intellectual property. When you self-publish, you have control of your creative rights and your creative content. You have creative control of what you're going to do with the material, control of your copyright. You have control over the book sales and the profit, and you don't get any rejection letters. Now, when you self-publishing gives you 100% control of your profits and of your freedom. Self-publishing sets you apart, my friend, because you are the publisher. You're the one who's going to be publishing your book. And when you publish your book, you are self-publishing. You not only become a published author, but you become a published publisher, because you will have published your first client, which would be yourself. That's why they call it self-publishing. Okay, makes sense? All right, let's go here. Dave Wadworth says, my book is a #1 bestseller, and I'm also a #1 bestselling author. He said, those two titles have changed my life and career in ways I can't even describe. He said, my personal confidence is now very strong and growing. I'm reaching out and booking speaking engagements like never before. This experience has also opened up coaching opportunities and new income through multiple streams. Dave Wadworth, okay? That's his book right there. Beautiful book done by Dave, okay? So let's go to #2. Self-publishing facts and myths. Let's look at it. First fact that I want you to know is that Amazon is the world's largest bookstore. Okay, now just take your time and write that down somewhere. Amazon is the world's largest bookstore, period, my friend. I don't care whether you like Amazon, don't like Amazon, love Amazon, hate Amazon. It's the world's largest bookstore. It started off as a bookstore. So what better way to become acknowledged as a bestseller than by the world's largest bookstore? Here are 4 Amazon bestseller myths. Number 1, you have to hire an expensive ghostwriter. That's not true. You can hire one, but you don't have to. You need to do this self-publishing journey alone. Nothing happens alone, but when you know what happens when you're alone? It's like a banana. You never get skint till it leaves a bunch. You have to write a very long book. That's not true. You don't have to write a long book. It doesn't have to be long. It can be short. It takes a very long time to publish your book. Months, weeks, and years. That is just not true. Not true. Number 3, the easiest and fastest book to write. Are you ready for this? The easiest and fastest book to write. Okay, first off, let's ask you this question. Do you know more people read short books than long books? And answer in the comment box, yes or no. Did you know that? More people read short books than long books, okay? The easiest and fastest book to write is a short read. Yes, the easiest and fastest book to write and publish in as little as 24 hours is called a short read. You see, a short read is a book that can be read in one setting, a minimum of 250 words, 1 or 2 pages, just can be a journal, 0 words, all lines, images. That's what you call a short read. And people don't know a whole lot about that right now. So it's a great time for you to publish a short book and get out there and get in front of the line. Okay. Now, the truth is a short book is more powerful. It's more impactful than a long book. Then you say, well, come on, Dr. Fred, what do you mean? Why is a short book more powerful or more impactful than a long book? Then stay with me. The truth, here we go. You know how people say online, here's the truth. This is the truth. Well, here's the truth. Short read books are read 60% more. More people finish short read books. Readers feel accomplished after they read a book they can actually finish. Short books are less intimidating. Short books are shared more amongst family, friends, and followers. You see, that short book thing? It's powerful. It's powerful. You don't have to write a long book. You can write a short book and still have your book published. A lot of you thinking, some of you thinking right now, like, I need to finish this book, but you already got 9 chapters, 10 chapters. You already got 30, 40,000 words. Well, you don't need all those words. You can write a short book of 5,000 words, 7,000 words, 10,000 words. You only need a number, the number of words to make your point. If you, whatever number of words you need to get across the message of the book, that's all you need, my friend. Now, the new definition of a short read, the new definition of a book is called short reads, okay? The definition of a book has changed to include short reads. Research shows more people read short books than long books. You see, a short book can be 15 minutes. Amazon has a unique category that don't a whole lot of people know about yet, called short reads, okay? And then there's another category Amazon out there called, I believe it's called Kindle Shorts. Don't hold me to that one, but I know they got the Kindle singles. That's what it is. Kindle singles, and then they have Kindle short reads. Okay, so what I'm talking about here is short reads. It can be 15 minutes. Look at this, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60, 90 minutes, 2 hours or more. All of these are considered short books. Now, Kindle pages are different than a Word document pages, because a Kindle page, you're going to be reading that on different devices, such as your phone, your pads, or your computer. So those pages will change depending on the format that the book is being displayed in, right? But here's what you can look at. We know that 15-minute book can be as short as 250 words or 3,300 words. A 30-minute book can be up to 5,250 words. A 45-minute book is 8,000 words. A 60-minute book is 10,000 words. So you don't have, I'll guarantee you, if you do a word count on your manuscript right now, you already got a document. You already got what you need, okay? So this is what a short read book is, and a short read book is as powerful or impactful as a long book, okay? All right, do you see how easy publishing a short read book is? If so, book, if you see how easy it is, I want you to put easy in the comment box. You who watching this, if you're watching this, watching me on replay and you watch me at a different time, put easy in the comment box. I want you to put easy. If you believe that it's easy, put easy in the comment box. If you believe you can do it, put in the comment box, I can do it. Okay. All right. So look at this here. A short read success story. Leslie Nafis here. She's got Renew Your Mind, Transform Your Life. Leslie says, if you've always wanted to write a book, this is the program. My first book went to #1 international bestseller in 5 categories with Dr. Fred's proven program. And Leslie said it was, she went on, she's excited. This lady took her short read book and she started a mastermind all based off of her short read book. All right. Are you ready for number 4? Self-publishing marketing mastery for authors, how to sell your story before you tell your story. Is that not that powerful? All right. Publishing in reverse, how to sell your story before you tell it. Publish your book on pre-order before you finish writing. Here's how. Okay. Now this is unheard of. And don't tell anybody that you don't have to go out and tell everybody, but tell your friends. If the people that you know that really want to write a book and they want to get it done with somebody who's been doing this for years and somebody who's giving you some good information, then tell your friend to come over and watch this video and tell them to go ahead and get their book published. Okay, because you can sell your story before you tell your story. And if you want to do that, I can show you how to do that. All right. Now, to publish in a verse, all you need. Well, let me tell you what you don't need. You don't need a finished manuscript. Did you hear me? You may say it again. You don't need a finished manuscript. You don't need a fancy formatter. You don't need a website and you don't need an editor. Now, you will need one later, but you don't need it to get your book published. Okay. And we can get you published on pre-order. That's the key right there. You see, all you need is a title, a subtitle, a summary, 1 paragraph, and can be edited up and updated anytime. So in order to get you published, okay, all you need is a title, subtitle, summary, and it can be edited or updated at any time. Are you with me? That's all you need to do. Publish your book in 30 days or less. You can publish your book in 30 minutes or less. Okay. Now, here's what you need to do. You can go to kdp.amazon.com and create your account and get started right there, right now while you're watching. kdp.amazon.com, get started, and you can be on your way. Let's go a little further. Do you see how easy publishing your book on pre-order is? If it's easy, put it in the comment box, easy. If you got a question about this, put that in the comment box also, and I'll respond to your question. All right. Pre-order dates, okay? Pre-order details. Pre-order books, you have up to 12 months, 1 year to finish the content of your manuscript. You see, you can publish your book today and you had 12 months, a whole year after the day to finish writing the book. You want someone to hold you accountable? That'll hold you accountable. You see, people can purchase your book on pre-order and you can become a bestseller overnight before you finish writing your book. Before you finish writing your book. This is how you sell your story before you tell your story. You see the power of starting before you are ready. Okay, so here's Miss Tyra. She wrote her book, put it up on Amazon. She became a #1 bestseller. She went through my bestseller overnight program. She says, Dr. Fred's coaching was invaluable. With the launch of my first cookbook, I made Amazon bestseller in 2 different categories overnight. And it's not only fulfilled a lifelong dream of being a published author, but she went on to say it helped her build the reputation of a business. She says she's currently writing the first work of nonfiction and working on another cookbook. Dr. Fred helped break down what felt like insurmountable barriers in the book publishing industry and made the process easy and painless. Thank you, Dr. Fred. Tara Wright, right there. Her book is out there and she's grown her business with this book. She's done a lot of phenomenal things with this book, being a bestseller right here on Amazon on pre-order. How to give yourself a book advance with your book on pre-order. Does that sound good? All right, stay with me. Okay. Now check this out. Bestseller building blocks, return on investment. Now, a lot of people write and publish books and they don't make any money on the books because oftentimes they try to make all their money from the sale of the books. Now, selling of the book is good, and I'm going to show you how many you need to sell to get to a certain point. But at the end of this, I'm going to tell you what you really need to do if you want to make money from your book. Okay. Now you can read all the details of what's there yourself, pause the computer and read that. But here's what I want you to know, that If you want to make some money, sell your book. But if you want to make a lot of money, teach from your book. Other words, create a course, create a mastermind, create products, programs, and services, all based off of your book. So if you roll out an ebook at 99 cents, you'd have to sell 300 to get to $297. How about your paperback book? If you're selling at $20, you're going to need to sell 500 of those books to get to $10,000. Now, the average self-published author only sells about 250 books. So you got some work to do right there. And that's, you're only talking $10,000 right there. All right, let's keep going. Okay, I have a question. Are you ready for me to show you what's possible with your book and your story? That's what I want to know. You see, bestsellers have confidence. Bestsellers walk in authority. Bestsellers have expert status. Bestsellers, they just got a lot of credibility. You see, the word author the word authority takes its root word from author. When you become an author, you establish yourself as an authority. Okay, now here's 7 things you can do with a best-selling status. Okay, 7 things you can do with best-selling status. And this is probably going to be more than 7, but I'm just putting you 7 up here. Okay, paid speaking engagements. How about paid coaching clients? How about revenue from your products, programs, courses, and live event? That's about 4 right there. High-end private and corporate consulting, additional leads for your business. How about expert status, enhanced reputation, authority, and credibility? How about media and press coverage for your book? All of these things can be accomplished with your best-selling book when you step out there and you write a best-selling book. Okay. Now, it's the 7 things you can do with your best-selling status. Okay, let's go a little further. Look at this lady, Karen Alexander. She worked with me and she said, "Good morning, Dr. Fred. I just landed an $8,900 contract. This is one of my clients that I've worked with for a 3.5-hour training." She says, "This seals it for me. I'm on the right track. God is so good." She's like, wow. It's right there, all based off of her book. Here's some other success stories. I just want to thank you for going beyond the scope of the program. I just needed to share that I've gotten my first paid client for 6 weeks at $997. I'm writing the contract now. Carnell, right here in the middle, he said, "You've received $1,017. Remember what I said? If you want to make some money, sell books. If you want to make a lot of money or a lot more money, then teach from your book, speak based off of your book, create products, programs, and services based off of your book." That's what these people have done. Cornell said, "Hi, Coach Fred. I got my first paying client, a minute from my Jumpstart call. I'm scheduled to close the next one." Cornell Smith, right there. Boom. That's powerful. Come on over here. There's Miss Sherry Jackson says the price value of the class was $997. She offered it for 8 and 1 payment, and the lady accepted the 800 and got paid. Right there, man. Right off a class, right off a best-selling book on pre-order. And you can be doing this before you even finish writing the book. Okay, so now let me just show you the real magic. Okay, are you listening? Okay, I hope you're listening. I want you to sit down because you've probably been trying to figure out, how am I going to match my salary? How am I going to make some money before I leave the job or before I retire? Or you've retired and you're looking for something to do that you can just generate revenue from? I'm going to tell you that one of the things that you can do is do what I've did. You can start writing and publishing a book, building a brand, growing your business, and you can meet, match, and multiply your money right from the very beginning. You say, "Well, wait a minute now. How so?" Well, let me just tell you what this lady did. She came in, she wrote a book, Dr. Smalley. She had one client that wanted her to teach what was in the book. I said, "Dr. Klein, the lady wants you to teach what's in the book." She said, "Yeah." She said, "But guess what, Dr. Jones? I don't have a book. I don't have a course." I said, "But wait a minute, Dr. Smalley, you wrote the book, right?" She says, "Yes." I said, "Well, how long did it take you to would it take you to create a course based on this book?" She said, I think she said she could do it in about 12 hours. Okay, 24 hours. I think she said 24 hours. And she said, "Yeah, 24 hours. And I said, "Well, go create one module, create 6 modules, create 6 worksheets and 6 videos, and then boom, you can offer this course." She went back and did it. I said, "How did it go?" She said, "Dr. Jones, the lady paid me $3,600 for the course." She said, "I delivered it in 6 modules, and it only took me 24 hours to create the course." I said, "Whoa." So I said, "You got $3,600. It took you 24 hours to create the course. So I said 24 divided by 3,600, that's $150 an hour. And I'm like, that is pretty smooth, right? I said, now, guess what, Dr. Smalley? Imagine if you put 10 students in that class. That's $36,000. You're going to divide the 36 by the same 24 hours, and that's $1,500 an hour. Did you do the math? You see what I'm doing? Let's put 30 students in a class at 3,600. That's $108,000 divided by the same 24 hours that it took you to create the class. You see, once you create the course stands alone. The course stands on its own, okay? You create the course, it delivers, it runs on its own. And so you divide 24 divided by 108,000, that is about $4,500, if I'm not mistaken. $4,500 an hour that you can make if you put 30 students in your class. This is the power of publishing a book the right way. So many people publish books and they don't think about these things when they write and publish their book. That is if you want to build a brand and build a business off of it, okay? Amazon best-selling authors who receive media coverage, this can happen for you. That's Daryl over here, did a cookbook with he and his daughter, and this is Karen over here, and she was on the media there. Amy Feinberg Trufash, we met in Clubhouse, and she was going to be on the Dr. Oz show the next day. She didn't have a book, and she was like, sir, I need help. I need you to help me figure out how to get a book. She didn't have a title or anything. And so I met her one morning in Clubhouse. It must have been a Sunday morning in Clubhouse. Yes, it was a Sunday morning in Clubhouse. And we talked Sunday. Yep. And she said she was serious. We jumped off of Clubhouse, had a conversation. This lady immediately took action. We came up with a title and a subtitle. We designed her book, got it up on Amazon, and it was #1 by 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock on Monday. And her show aired on Dr. Oz on that Monday at 5 o'clock, and it had so many millions of viewers that watched it. And all because she had her book out there, she was able to leave something for her audience and give them some real exposure. Okay. And so this lady has been a happy camper ever since. And I'm very proud of Amy and what she's been doing with this book. You can look her up online. Okay. So now, friends, I'm done. It's your turn. You can take the slow lane with your book, or you can take the fast lane with your book. This is going to conclude my presentation, but I want to invite and welcome all of you to just go to bestsellerovernight.com, bestsellerovernight.com, and you're invited to join the program right there and learn all the details. bestsellerovernight.com. Go there, join the program, sign up, and I'll look forward to working with you and helping you get your book to bestseller on pre-order, and helping you to become a best-selling author, a best-selling publisher, and then help you begin to generate revenue even before you write the book. I'm going to help you sell your story before you tell your story. I'm Dr. Fred Jones, the book coach, and I want to remind you the most expensive thing you will ever pay is attention to the wrong people. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to working with you.